Life appears like a race, and to win a race you need a car and a few opponents too. However, Elon Musk was driving his car with no contestants, but now he has a new rival for him, and it is Rivian. He might not take it seriously, but Rivian is growing rapidly and will be greater than anyone could ever imagine. Amazon, which has a 20% stake in Rivian, is its biggest buyer and has already ordered 100,000 electric delivery vans. And Elon Musk now looks like he's too anxious about both Jeff Bezos and Rivian. Want to know more about it? Well, stay tuned in the video. Welcome to Bezos Space. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update on Amazon, Blue Origin, or anything related to the talented, influential tech icon and billionaire Jeff Bezos. Founded in 2009, Rivian used up nearly a decade in radio silence until last spring. It was only then that Rivian founder and CEO RJ Scaringe started laying out his goals for the startup. He wants to generate electric vehicles with a vast range and performance that make them capable of handling tough off-road situations while infusing them with high-end design and technology. Rivian Automotive is now emerging up fast in the rear-view glass of high-profile electric car maker Tesla Inc. Tesla CEO Elon Musk doesn't sound optimistic about the futures of Rivian Automotive Inc., even after its rival electric vehicle maker Rivian's blockbuster IPO. Elon Musk has some advice for electric car startup Rivian. Get your first factory working before trying to expand into a second one. Musk commented on the issue on Twitter following a Reuters report that Rivian is looking to build a second U.S. plant and has scouted a location in Fort Worth, Texas. "I recommend they get their first plant working," Musk tweeted. "It's insanely difficult to reach volume production at affordable unit cost." Elon Musk doesn't seem happy about this, or there's something more to it. Is he scared of Rivian taking over the market? Rivian's SUV model, called the R1S, looks identical to the Range Rover, made by Land Rover, and competes with Tesla's Model X. Rivian's other vehicle, its electric pickup truck model, is called the R1T, and has a shorter flatbed than the Ford 150, Ford's top-selling pickup truck, the Times notes. Elon Musk has also indicated that Tesla will also propose pickup, but he has not released a design yet. The R1S SUV may pose the biggest menace to Tesla. Relying on the choice of a battery pack, the Rivian R1S promises to deliver from 240 to 410 miles of driving between charges, per InsideEVs.com. That's much farther than the Tesla Model X, which can be steered only 237 to 295 miles. Both vehicles offer 3 rows of seating, but Inside EVs estimates that the R1S is slightly roomier given that its roofline does not bend like the Model X. Rivian has poached numerous former Tesla employees, including key engineers who helped to build the Tesla Model 3. Tesla CEO Elon Musk is well known for making and missing bold production and sales forecasts, but Scaringe, the CEO of Rivian, is more mindful. Rivian is mostly concentrated on producing adventure vehicles that owners can take off-road, an approach that means Rivian won't often play head-to-head with Tesla. As of 2019, Rivian had been targeting 2021 as its first full year of production, planning to make between 20 to 40,000 vehicles in that year, the Times reports. However, given that Tesla assembled more than 250,000 cars in 2018, the potential market for Rivian ultimately may be at least as substantial. The company isn't without its stumbles, and if it falls, Rivian wouldn't be the first eye-catching EV company to make a splash, then vanish. The EV startup proclaimed a few months back that it was postponing the release of its first delivery of the R1T electric pickup truck, dragging deliveries to September. It says it has 55,400 pre-orders for its R1S SUV and R1T pickup truck, and a contract to build 100,000 electric vans with Amazon by 2030. Some critics say that this can be a sign that the company could be taking on more than it can handle. But despite the scarcity of revenue, Rivian raised around $12 billion in its market debut, making the initial public offering the largest in the world this year. The IPO also made Rivian the second most valuable car manufacturer in the US, behind Tesla. But even on this achievement, Elon has something to say. Elon Musk said that high output and break-even cash flow will be the true test for its rival car maker, which has a blockbuster IPO and now has a market value of more than $100 billion. There have been hundreds of automotive startups, both electric and combustion, but Tesla is the only American car maker to reach high-volume production and positive cash flow in the past 100 years, Musk said in a tweet. He added, "I hope they're able to achieve high production and break-even cash flow. That is the true test." However, in reply to this message, the famed investor Michael Burry from The Big Short called out Elon Musk, asserting that the Tesla CEO wasn't quite right with his comments on Rivian. Burry, who is the CEO of Scion Asset Management, reacted to Musk in a tweet saying that the true test is instead achieving high production and profitable cash flow without massive government and electricity subsidies on the backs of taxpayers who don't own your cars. This chimed like a bitter truth Elon didn't want to hear. But this is not the first time Musk has tossed shade at Rivian. A few months back, he tweeted, "Prototypes are trivial compared to scaling production and supply chain." But resisting the negativity in the arena, Rivian has made its way to achieve victory. However, playing against the world's largest EV manufacturer isn't an easy task. Rivian has a very qualified range of employees who are working effectively. Regardless, the startup has more than doubled its size since last spring and has employed about 750 people. The company has hired dozens of employees from Ford, McLaren, and Tesla. The hirings show that the race to bring the first long-range electric pickup truck to market is heating up. Rivian seems to be making a concerted exertion to beat companies like Ford, Tesla, and GM to market. "We want to establish our brand by delivering a combination of efficiency, on-road performance, off-road capability, functional utility, and product refinement that simply didn't exist in the market," says Rivian. But to this, few other companies have backed Rivian and encouraged it to achieve this milestone. Its investors contain some of the heavy hitters. Amazon is an initial investor in Rivian and is valued to own anywhere from a fifth to a quarter of the company, and has furthermore led a $2.5 billion investment round in the company in 2020. Amazon CEO Jeff, who is one of the world's richest people, visited Rivian's Plymouth, Michigan headquarters in the fall of 2018 and was highly impressed when he met with Scaringe, who founded the company in 2009 after earning a PhD from MIT, the New York Times reports. And on September 29, 2019, Amazon announced that it would buy 100,000 Rivian vehicles for its cargo delivery caravan as part of the company's climate pledge. Ironically, one of the imaginable big winners of Rivian's successful IPO is the 118-year-old automaker Ford, which has a likewise major stake in the company and intends to work closely with Rivian in the future on EV projects. But Rivian can't take anything for granted because the agreement specifies that Amazon can shop elsewhere for supplementary electric vans if it chooses. Rivian is not the only automaker generating electric commercial vehicles, and it understands that it has to outperform expectations when it comes to delivering the numbers, but also in terms of quality and efficiency. In other words, Rivian's destiny is in its own hands, at least in part. Rivian is in the same league as some of the most prominent names in the auto industry, like General Motors and Ford Motors, and it will certainly churn out millions of vehicles in the upcoming year. But apart from our expectations and thoughts, what do you think about Rivian's new electric vehicles? Let us know in the comments below. And more importantly, if you want to be updated on every single topic related to Amazon, Blue Origin, and the billionaire tech icon Jeff Bezos, then you should consider subscribing to the channel and pressing the bell icon. See you in the next one. Peace.